Welcome to the gentlemen, how's it going guys? My name is TK and today my friends, I am going to be talking to you guys about my thoughts on Infinite Warfare. So as you guys know, yesterday we got a trailer showing off gameplay of the game, and then we got a reveal stream about the developers just doing like a question and answers kind of thing. So with that being said, before we jump into my thoughts, there was a thing that everyone is just very upset about and they're complaining about. Now, as you guys know from the teaser trailer, like that 30-second teaser trailer, they said boots on the ground warfare. Now, when we saw the trailer, there was one guy, and everyone's pointing out this one dude, that this guy was doing an exo jump, which this guy was in the distance, right? You do not know if he was actually jumping up that high. All we saw was like a split second, this guy was in the air. We do not know how he got in the air, alright? So, just this one dude, and then you see everybody else that just boots on the ground. Like, you do not know if this guy is actually doing, like, an exo jump. So, with that, I am just gonna say that it's still boots on the ground warfare. Like, they have said that inside the teaser trailer, like, boots on the ground, so why would they just change it up in the next trailer and do an exo jump? But with all that being said, there was some details that got released, which happened in the reveal stream. Had this guy that's talking about, boots on the ground warfare, and then on the outside of the ship, you are doing zero gravity. So, with that being said, obviously, they were trying to talk about the campaign, like they were just going for the campaign, but with that, you can easily bring that into the multiplayer. And I think that's what they were doing, like they were chucking out little hidden teasers. Like, if you pay attention to how they were talking, they were being very careful with their wording, and I think they kind of, it's kind of like a script where they were just trying to tease out a little bit of things. So basically, with that being said, that means inside the ship, so basically we're going to have some maps that are inside the ship in space. So basically, with that being said, that means inside the ship, we are going to be getting boots on the ground warfare, and then on the outside of the ship, if you choose to go on the outside of the ship, you're going to get a zero gravity. Now, I think that the zero gravity area that's going to be on the outside of the ship, I think it's going to be similar to the swimming movement inside Black Ops 3. So basically every, like 5 seconds you have to come back up for air. So that means you have to come back in for air from inside the ship. So I really do think that is how it's going to happen. Like, I don't think you can spend like the whole entire map on the outside of the ship. I really think that that's not going to happen. But the one thing that's going to be really annoying when it comes to those kind of maps, which is something that I really do not like about Infinite Warfare, is the fact is that with the zero gravity area, if they have like little squares where you can just aim in and you can shoot from the outside of the ship, that is what's really going to piss me off, man. It's like you stand absolutely no chance with the guy looking inside of the ship from the zero gravity areas. So that is one thing that's going to really piss me off. So hopefully this zero gravity area is just like an absolute flank route. It's nothing you can actually take massive advantage of. So I can easily just like be smart about my plays and be like, oh, let's check the flank route and just make sure no one is coming from the zero gravity, flank. So, but with that being said, Infinite Warfare does not look like a really bad game. Like, it's like there's some things that I do not like about the game, because personally I'm one of those guys that likes the modern Call of Duty feel, like the modern areas. But then again, we do have like Call of Duty where shotguns point blank are hit markers. But it's just one of those things. But with that being said, like, I do not like space, man. It's the reason why I did not like The Division, and it's the reason why I don't like Halo. But now we're slowly going into like space kind of scenario. Like, so it's basically my favorite Call of Duty. Well, not my favorite Call of Duty, my favorite game of all time is basically turning into basically Halo and Destiny, which is something that I really do not like. So that's just the one thing that I don't like about the game. It's just because I just want to go back to the classic feel, which is a really good thing that they have created. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster is for the fact is that if people do not like, Halo, Destiny, that kind of feel, they can easily just go into, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster. They can just play that game and they can just rank up. It's basically going to feel like a new game with whole visuals and all kind of stuff. Now, we do not know if there's going to be new perks or anything like that, but if they are changing up some maps and all kinds of stuff, then they might be touching some of the perks and putting in new perks, maybe putting in pro perks, DLC weapons. That'll be actually quite cool. I don't ever think that's going to happen, but it will be really interesting to see what they're going to do with this Call of Duty Remastered. So, but basically, that's just one really cool thing. But the one thing I really do hate about all of this is that Activision, it has done a really bad move. Activision has basically made us pay $100 to play Modern Warfare. If you guys want to only play Modern Warfare and you do not want to play Infinite Warfare, unfortunately, you have to pay $100 to play that game. But the one thing that's going to be really annoying is the fact is that in 3 to 4 months time after Modern Warfare and Infinite Warfare gets released, that Modern Warfare is going to be released separately, and you probably have to pay probably $30. But then again, it is Activision, so you're probably looking at about 50 or 60 bucks. So, but basically, you know, it's going to be really, really a pain in the ass, and everyone's going to get so bloody upset about that. But basically, that is my thoughts about the game. Like, overall, the game looks alright. Like, I just cannot see how it's going to go. Like, I don't think I'm going to enjoy Infinite Warfare as much as I have with, like, Black Ops 3. But overall, the game looks alright in my opinion. Like, it's kind of like the Ghosts, but it's not as bad as Ghosts yet. So we have to wait and see. But, you know, that's my thoughts on it. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you guys did, make sure to smack that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to let me know down in the comments what is your thoughts on Infinite Warfare as well. Like, just, you know, like pros and cons. They'll be absolutely great. But anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Remember to stay true, and see ya.